So today we are in Christchurch, which is, I actually mentioned Christchurch in the Hengistbury Head video that it was across the waters there. And yeah, so today we're here, and the first on the agenda we're going to be visiting a Norman house that was built in the 12th century, and then we'll go on towards the Priory. So yeah, actually Christchurch was founded in the 7th century, what I read online this morning, and was called Twynham at the time, but then later changed its name in 1094 when the Priory was being built. So then it changed its name to Christchurch. By the way, not to be confused with the Christchurch in New Zealand, obviously not, but you know. So anyway, let's have a look. Let's go to this Norman house, which actually I've kind of set this up wrong because I should be a little bit further away so we can actually see the whole building before we go in, right? Although this is a ruin really, so but yeah, the Lord would have had this built back in the day. But yeah, this is what it looks like on the outside. So this was built after the Priory. So the Priory is just in the distance there. Pop an arrow. That's where we're going to go to next. So but yeah, this would have been built afterwards. And yeah, I'll put all the information I can find about this place down in the description box down below. But this would have had a large hall, which you can see the ceiling from here would have been very high. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, here would have, of course, would have been the fireplace, because we've still got the chimney. And of course, our seagull friends make a home. They have the best house, right? Alright, you guys, let's make our way towards the Priory. So yeah, here we are inside, and yeah, the first thing of course we notice is the altar, and it really is a nice open space. I didn't know, but this church actually is one of the longest churches in England. So, and it does take a little while for me to get to the very back. So yeah, it's quite long, and yeah, I didn't actually know, but I would love to book maybe one day, another day, but I didn't know when I visited here. But you can book a tower tour, and there's 176 steps apparently to get to the top, and you have a beautiful, you know, panoramic views of the town and harbour. So yeah, definitely going to think about doing that at some point. But it really is a, you know, spectacular church, and the fact that, you know, it survived Henry VIII's rule during the Civil War at that time. And I didn't know there was a castle as well in Christchurch that was destroyed during that Civil War. So and apparently you can still see part of it. I unfortunately this day haven't seen part of that castle, but I will investigate that. But yeah, like I say, it was quite a long church. It is long to get to the end here. But it really is pretty. But yeah, I mean, this is the perfect moment to actually come out and explore, because everything's just so green and lush everywhere, and it really adds to everything, you know. But the other thing I was also thinking as I was walking around was, I should really think about Christmas time, because it must be amazing to come here and sing Christmas carols. So definitely putting that on my list, perhaps this year, to do that. Okay, so we're just making our way towards the Anglo-Saxon watermill. Oh, we've picked a perfect day again, we really have. And it's just side by side to the Priory actually, and then to our left is the river. And yes, I had a rest here. It was the perfect place actually, just to have my sandwich and yeah. And here we are at the mill, and this is located on Christchurch Quay and dates back to the 11th century. Yeah, you have to really mind your head here, and there's lots of signs saying look out, mind your head. But yeah, it's not working at the moment. I know that they put it back into working order in 1981. What I read online before coming out. And yeah, it's got a medieval stone base, and of course the outside is red brickwork. But yeah, I love it. I love stepping into... Oh, and it goes higher, doesn't it? But obviously we can't go any higher. Yeah. But the view is spectacular. So yeah, that was really cool to see on the inside there. And yeah, just behind we have the quayside here, where people take out their boats and everything like that, and nice little park as well. And again, a nice beautiful area to spend the day. So you can, in that little hut just over there, you can get a boat back to, well, I say back, we're not going back there, but but I haven't been there today, but to go to Hengistbury Head. And but I'm going to see if I can go from Mudeford Quay. So it's a nice walk towards Mudeford Quay, and then from there I'm going to get a boat, if I can, across to that place. If you guys remember, I was in when I was at Hengistbury Head, we were just in front of a coffee shop where I used to get hot chocolate as a child. So we're going to get a boat across to that bay, and yeah, and I'm going to walk across Hengistbury Head again, because I love it, if I'm totally honest. So, and I also want to share a few thoughts as well. Oh man, there's a swan army here. Look at these guys. Hopefully not. Okay, we've just arrived at Mudeford Quay. So yeah, Mudeford Quay just across there. We're going to make our way around and hopefully catch the boat. It would be an epic fail if the boat's not running today, but I'm pretty sure it is. So yeah, we'll make our way across and get a look of Mudeford Quay as well. It's a lovely little area, it really is. So, but yeah, it was so good to walk from where I left you guys, from the windmill onwards towards here. It was mainly roadway. There were a few parks as well as you know go along the river, go by here by the quay and everything. But yeah, so it was really nice. Anyway, so like I said, we're going to have a look at Mudeford Quay and then make our way across to Hengistbury Head, which is my favourite bit as well. Catch you guys in a bit. This house is so pretty. Well, there's the bad news, guys. I didn't want to see, but yeah, no ferry today. Oh no, absolute disaster. But I have thought about actually just swimming across, but yeah, I don't think that's happening. Anyway, so actually I found another ferry, you guys, to get across quicker, and it's just further along from the watermill where we were this morning. And so yeah, so we just got across this little stretch here, so just waiting for the boat to come back. He's now just letting off some passengers on the other side, and yeah, so I think we're probably, once we get across, probably 20 minutes walk or so to Hengistbury Head. And yes, I can finally get there. Never, I was gonna say never say never, I mean never give up, sometimes, keep plugging away and you'll find the solution. Yeah, Wick Ferry. Look at those guys. Here comes our boat. Hengistbury Head, and yeah, I'm going to go all the way to the top, but I've just stopped by on the way here, meet your ancestors, and they've got this really cool display of yeah, how they would have lived back in the day. So it's a very cool display, I love it. We can't actually go any further in, but it's really cool to see. Okay, so we are now just heading back up Hengistbury Head. Basically, I just did the route that I didn't do last time. I don't know if you guys remember, whoever watched that, of course. I don't know if you guys remember, I kind of changed my mind and came back up to the top of Hengistbury Head. I'm doing that exact same thing, just the other way around, basically. And also, it's slightly less windy as well. So that's primarily the reason I did that. Oh, it's got a bit breezy. Just as I said that, it kind of got a bit windy. So yeah, I saw a post the other day. Actually, got me thinking, and it said, "Are you ready to retire?" And kind of went through the you know, the kind of fundamentals of why, you know, you should not be, let's say, waiting to retire particularly, but just like almost living it now. Why not live what you perhaps might do later in life? Why not do it now while you're young, healthy, and all these things, right? Which is kind of obvious, but and I was also, it got me thinking in a sense that that's not for everybody, you know, absolutely not, because if it was, everybody would be doing it, right? But it's one thing I personally decided to choose for myself a few years back, was I didn't want to necessarily wait till retirement, not for doing the things I want to do, but because I feel like no matter what you're going to be, I feel like I do what I want to do every day anyway, you know. And if I'm not, I make changes the best I can to accommodate feeling free. Always, I always want to feel free. I think everyone wants to feel free, right? But yeah, I made that decision. Yeah, I didn't want to really wait until retirement. It didn't make any sense to me at all. So, and I feel lucky that that I get to make a choice every day and how I choose to live. And it's not necessarily because I can do exactly what I want every day. Not for that reason. There's so many other things I would love to be doing every day, and I don't get a chance to. It's not for that reason. It's purely because inside I feel great, you know. And I think that to me is retirement or joy or abundancy, whatever you want to kind of coin it as. And yeah, and I make sure that I feel great every day. I feel good, and that to me is yeah, the riches of life. So, and everything else falls into place with that, you know. Because every day really truly is a gift. We are a gift, you're a gift, and you know, you were definitely a dream, a desire one, you know, once your parents really wanted to have you, you know, and it's like, and here you are. So yeah, you are truly a gift, all of you, and it's like, yeah, we've got to live it in that way as well. I kind of, yeah, what's the phrase that what comes to mind is, you know, there's always a next year to do something. We can put off some things to retirement, let's say. We can put them off. There's always a next year, etc. But there's not always a tomorrow. And that's something that I kind of always make sure I remember and really enjoy every day as a gift, as much as it should be, you know. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I'm sure I can go deeper into that topic, but for the moment, those are kind of my thoughts of today. Especially after today, yeah, the boat that didn't come across. But never mind, like I say, we did it, we got across, and in the end it's turned out to be an amazing day. So, and here I am back on top of Hengistbury Head, sun is shining. It doesn't get better than that, right? Anyway, I'll catch you guys as we get towards the end of the top bit, and we'll finish off with the view, I think. Alright guys, catch you in a bit. Okay, so yeah, we've come to the end here, guys, and yeah, we're back with that gorgeous view. Here we are, and yes, it's windy. So, but I just don't get bored of this view. And of course, across the other side is where we were earlier. I will put, let me see if I could do this right. I'm going to put an arrow where Mudeford Quay is. That's where we would have tried the first time to get the boat and couldn't. And then I'm going to also put an arrow where Christchurch Priory is, where we were this morning and of course this afternoon. Yeah, the majority of the day really. So yeah, but yeah, thank you all who managed to watch this far, and I really appreciate you guys watching. And yeah, hopefully next week I'll be in I'm planning, although I did say I wouldn't be saying anything normally, but I think I would like to be somewhere wooded, a wooded area, and so I might take myself to the New Forest. But yeah, we will see. Anyway, hope you all have an awesome week, and yeah, I'll catch you guys real soon. Bye for now.